the media's efforts to stop Pete Hegseth, it feels like this is the all of the all of the above approach. They're all working together. They really, really want to stop Hegseth. Why do you think he's the one that bothers them the most out of all the possibilities here? I got to say, the one surprise to me is I've seen a lot less concern about Kristi Noem at DHS, even though we're supposed to see the biggest deportation surge in memory, and a lot less concern about RFK Jr., even though he's talking a big game about changing up the health system and going after big pharma. Why is Pete the one that they're just dug in on?
Yeah, to some extent, we know every single one of these appointments is going to have a level of pushback. We've seen what they've done to Kavanaugh and others. This is how the left is going to behave in every one of these. So you don't want to give them any real credence because it doesn't matter from one person to the other. But you're right; it does seem there's a specific focus on the Department of Defense, and I think that has to be because it's the forever wars are such a central part to the current regime. They feel like they want to control this. They want to make sure that they continue to keep the influence, the money, all the peddling that they've been doing with this program continuing. This is a guy who is well outside the mainstream. Many people didn't even know who he was when he was first announced. That's on purpose, I believe. Trump is bringing a lot of people from outside the swamp in to make sure that they are personally loyal and are not looking to burrow into the deep state and make a name for themselves, but are going to actually follow his directives. We've seen the generals actually directly just refuse to follow Trump's orders or keep him in the loop, properly inform him. When you have behavior like that at the very top of your military, that's incredibly dangerous. And you need somebody who you know is going to fight for you and is going to use or is going to make your policy prescriptions happen, is actually going to properly inform you. And they want to make sure that someone like that is unavailable to Donald Trump. They want a swamp creature in there. They want someone they can control.
It does strike me as concerning that the establishment view on these things is very clearly having somebody who has been directly financially benefiting from defense contractors for a number of years, let's say after, being an Air Force general or something, that makes you much more capable of making decisions that will affect the life and death of many of our service members than being somebody who's actually had bullets fly over their head and seen what happens when strategy goes awry and when we don't have the best making the decisions. You know what I mean? That's the part of this. What are they going to say? Pete's not going to be as good as Lloyd Austin? I got news for everybody.
Yeah, the number of Raytheon contracts that you stack up somehow makes you more valuable than actual combat experience, actually have a connection with the troops that you would be leading, these kind of things. It's very clear that the bureaucracy wants their own creature. They want somebody who has benefited from the establishment. They want somebody who is tied to it, who is going to follow those incentives and ignore Donald Trump, someone who could be lured in with the siren song. And again, that's why they want someone like Hegseth nowhere near this, because this is someone coming from the outside. He's going to listen to Donald Trump. He knows who has put him in this position. He doesn't owe anything to anyone else in Washington in the way that other appointees would. And that makes him uniquely dangerous because, again, perpetual war is the engine of a lot of what these people want to continue to do. And somebody who's going to stand against that, who is going to properly inform Donald Trump and properly follow out his orders, is a danger to that system.